We always hear about that, don't we? We need to have a diverse workforce. What does that mean? Because what our colleagues are telling us is that they are still feeling isolated, they're feeling ignored, they feel that they're not being valued, and they are being disrespected at every turn. So, as a Black Worker Committee, we have two strong messages. One for our white leaders, and one for the very few black leaders that we have in Scotland. So, for our white public sector leaders, explore and acknowledge your own values, beliefs and attitudes, and how these implicitly or explicitly impact on your anti-racism leadership. Please stop confusing racism with simple racial abuse, racial taunts and slurs. It is not just that bad individual person, rather it is wider and much broader. It's an institutional problem in our workplaces. So, look in your own front yard. What's unfolding in front of your own very eyes? So, our message to those leaders is that it's not just about representation, it's beyond that. An ethnically diverse workforce brings cultural wealth. They bring cognitive diversity and perspectives to policies and practices. But I just want a last message for our white leaders. Racism exists in our workplaces, in our places of learning, in our local communities. Call it what it is and reject it in all its forms. Now, for our black leaders, and I'm saying this very carefully, for our black leaders, because we have a few, please don't pull up the ladder behind you. Extend your hand, lift as you rise. Refuse to assimilate into the majority culture. It's not easy, as you may fear the implications of standing out and speaking up. Black leaders cannot simply be grafted onto processes that are either approach to where they are coming from and what they bring, and to ignore who they are culturally, linguistically, religiously, is to absolutely deny them the right to be outstanding leaders and actually serve the communities they are there for. Worse still, we then begin to look for perfect role models. We don't see them then. And so to finish, I guess everyone keeps asking, when do we return to some kind of normal after the pandemic? I guess we don't want normal, because normal means for our colleagues of colour that they will continue to internalise racism, they will continue to experience disadvantage in the workplace, and they will continue to be underrepresented, silenced and face concrete race ceilings. Thank you.